Hi, Rahul.
Hey, hi Jyoti, how are you?
Hi, good morning.
Hi guys, how are you? Good morning.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
So, just for your information, guys, my voice is shook today. I am not too well, so maybe there will be some coughing and all in between. So, in advance, I'm saying sorry. Next thing, the next information that is one confirmation I need from you. That is, you have all the invitations till session 5, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for confirming that. Okay. Next thing is you already have the recording of session 1, right?
Yes.
One, two, I think.
Session 1 and the study material of session 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The next thing that I'm sharing an information to you guys, that is this week you will get the recording of session 2 and the study material of session 3 and 4. Next
Okay.
week, yes, Jyoti.
No, I didn't say
Okay.
anything.
Okay. So this week you will get session 2 only, and next week, the upcoming next week, because this week we are having 3 sessions, right? In the next week we will have 2 sessions, and I'm going to send one by one all the sessions recording along with their respective study materials. So don't worry, everything is recorded. Yes, this call is also being recorded, and everything whenever I will have some chance to download those. I will download and I will shoot those mail to you guys. Okay, so maybe session two's recording is already available. Just after this call, maybe I'm going to download that, and maybe tomorrow you will have those recordings in your mail. Okay, guys, making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And side by side, what I'm doing is I'm preparing some sort of documentation, some sort of testimonials, or you can say some sort of helping documents, which will help you to clear your concepts, which will help you to clear all of your ideas. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share once it is done, though it is not a single pager, or though it's not a single document, it's going to be lots of documents because there are lots of agenda to be discussed. So one by one, I'm going to shoot them. So you will get those kind of documentations also. So whenever you have those documentations, my request is, so guys, whenever you have any documentations or any recordings or any PDF or whatever it is from our side, please go through those things. If it is a recording, please go through that. If it is like a PDF file or whatever it is, please go through that. If you have any doubt, any concern, of course, please note them down. Okay. If we have any scheduled call or any scheduled sessions in between, you can mail us, or you can wait till that session, we can discuss over there. Okay, so in that way you will be able to clear all of your concepts, and at the same time you will be in a process to getting prepared for those interview sessions. Making sense?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so let's start our today's sessions. So to begin with, guys, do you have any doubt, any concerns, any questions for me? All right. So just give me a minute time, guys, so that I can take your attendance. All right, guys, I'm back. Let me share my screen. Let me know if it is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
All right, guys. So today is the first session from where we are discussing something serious. Okay, it's not at all the introductory sessions. This is like the core business, or you can consider this is the core skill set of a business analyst to gather the requirement. As I already discussed the history of business analyst, like why this kind of profile is there, the basic agenda or the basic um, model or operandi you can consider, or you can consider the basic thing because of what this business analyst profile is there. That is the basic criteria, that is the requirement gathering. So yes, guys, we have to cover, we have to go through the requirement one by one. First, what you need to do is you need to gather requirement. Okay, so first question is like, Rahul, how we can gather requirement? Any idea, guys?
Through interviews,
Yes.
and
So
you
you
can
have done
conduct
some homework,
survey,
right? Yes. So
and
see, from the discussion that we are having, you are asking me questions, I'm answering you. It's just simple as that. The main agenda is over here. You have to gather requirement, and who is having the requirement, who is having those informations? Your client is having those informations. So what you need to do is you need to just ask them and you need to gather them. That's all.
yeah,
Okay. Though practically it's not so simple. Yes, practically it's not so simple. Let me tell you why. These are the things that a business analyst is going to face, this kind of challenges, whenever any business analyst is going to gather the requirement. So let me cover the techniques that Sushma was discussing. Sushma, right?
Yes.
Because who is talking, it's not visible for me. So yes, thank you for that. So first is, yes, of course, interview, surveys, questionnaires, or you can consider brainstorming, sorry, any kind of workshops. These are the techniques of requirement gathering. Okay, anything, guys, from whatever the things that I have mentioned, the terminology, anything you need to discuss, or you have some questions about any kind of terminology that I already mentioned, anything you want to discuss, I mean elaborately, I can.
Just a minute. The question you asked me previously, whether I was the one who made those comments, sorry, it was not me. I thought you were just calling out to me, so I said yes.
Okay, sorry, so who was that?
it's me, Ashwati.
Okay, actually, sorry, because again I'm mentioning like who is talking, I
Yeah,
can,
it's
it's not
difficult
visible for
digitally
me,
Yeah.
and
so I can't
understandable.
understand, like, yeah. Okay, so thank you for that. Okay, so the thing is, these are the simplest of things. The main agenda is over here. You have to gather requirement. Okay. So before moving forward, let me tell you something interesting over here. Okay. So I think we are in the third session, right? Already we have some idea about the job profile. We know what kind of things that in future we are going to do. So now tell me, I want this answer from each and every one, guys. Okay. So now tell me, what attracts you the most about this particular profile, apart from the job availability, apart from the the market survey and all? Forget about it. The job opportunities, forget about it. Just tell me, from the job profile that we already discussed, what are the things that attracts you the most?
Uh,
We
it's
play.
more connectivity, and we can gather a lot of things, a lot of knowledge from different people.
Uh-huh,
And
uh-huh.
it's creative. It's not the same what we want to do. Every day is different, and every
Mhm.
informations are different, and we can create with those information what we collected. It's very
Mhm.
creative, I felt, and analytical.
Yes, 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 yes. Any other
Yeah,
thoughts, guys? Any other? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go on.
the work will not be monotonous. Like, so if
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the finance field, so this is business analysis is also related to IT, so I can kind of bring in both together. So
Yes.
yeah.
To be honest, you know what? This combination with finance and business analyst, this combination is a deadly combination. Okay. So I can tell you, like, you have some bright future if you can survive over here, or if you can feel the pressure. Okay. If you can perform over there. See, from here, you will get lots of job opportunities. You will get lots of interviews, and maybe you can crack those. Okay, so that is not an issue. The issue is going to be whether you can survive over there or not. Okay, so that particular opportunity or that particular combination, what you are going to offer, including finance and business analysis, is going to be a deadly combination, to be honest. Like, these days, business analyst with some sort of knowledge about finance, is we have some good opportunities. Okay, so forget about it. Let's come back over here. Sorry, guys. So any other thoughts, guys? Any other things you want to mention? Anyone? Okay. Now let me tell you what what I'm feeling over here. The first thing, that is what I feel about this particular role, that is, nobody's there to stop you. Okay, like we are discussing over here requirement gathering, right? So nobody's going to tell you how to gather requirement, because I'm telling you, we are here to some sort of tutorials and all. That is why I'm telling you. But professionally, I'm not going to tell you how to gather requirement, what are the techniques, what are the problem you are going to face. I'm not going to tell that. Okay, you need to learn it by yourself. Okay, and to be honest, if professionally, you have, if I have to mention over here, nobody's going to bother about it how you are doing that. Of course, if it is ethical, nobody's going to stop you, until unless it is an ethical way you are doing whatever you are doing. If it is productive, if you are bringing some good results, nobody's going to bother you. That is a good thing about this business analyst. To be honest, this business analyst profile is a thankless job. Okay, nobody's going to say you, hey Rahul, thank you for that, thank you for whatever you are doing. Nobody's going to tell that, because it's a thankless job. I have lots of experience about that. One of my in my childhood days, 10 years, 12 years back, some of my project manager were asking, like, day in day out, what Rahul is doing, what this business analysts are doing. Day in day out, what they're doing, we don't know about anything. So the thing is, until unless your project is moving smooth, that is the success of a business analyst. If there is no complaint about, no complaint about from from your client, there is nothing complaint, then that means your project is moving smooth. That means your business analyst is working fine. That is why I'm telling you, this business analyst profile is a thankless job. Again, coming back to the requirement gathering, yes, company means to gather requirement. And to be honest, this requirement is your backbone of your project. If you don't know what you're supposed to deliver, until unless you discover that, how your team is going to work and how you are going to deliver. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not only that, you have to gather perfect requirement. So let me tell you a suitable example over here. So before that, I need to know who is going to invite me in this upcoming weekend for a lunch. I am not that much of ugly guys, so you can invite me. Okay, jokes apart. So the thing is, let's suppose you are expecting some guest your home, okay? And after listening all those things, you started cooking and all those things. So you are making some non-veg items, okay? But you don't know about the guest who is going to come, whether they're vegetarian or not. All of a sudden, when they arrived, you come to know, okay, your guests are vegetarian, but you prepared a non-veg dish for them. Is it going to work?
No.
No.
No. That means what? There's a problem in the requirement gathering. You didn't
Understand.
gather all the informations. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes. So these are the things you have to keep in your mind, that whenever it's not only that I'm gathering requirement, my job is over. No, no, it's absolutely not. Requirement, what is requirement? Requirement is, it has to be clean, it has to be complete, and it has to be consistent. The 3C over here, this 3C we have to cover. First, it has to be clean. Clean means it's nothing like clean as a paper. No, it's nothing like that. Clean means it has to be understandable. Make sense?
Yeah.
Next is, it has to be complete. Like, I need to develop this. What you need to develop? You have to mention it promptly. Like, I need a red color car. What kind of red color car? There are lots of shades of red available, right? So what kind of shades you need to mention over there. C for complete. Next is with proper sequence. I mean, it has to be in proper sequence. Let's suppose you want to prepare a presentation. So first of all, whenever you're preparing any presentation, there has to be the front page has to be there, right? So you're going to prepare the front page of any presentation, right?
Yeah.
So are you going to prepare the any presentation from the midway, the middle page? Then you're going to prepare then you're going to come forward, then you're going to go backward. Are you going to prepare it like that? It should be
No
in proper
logical order.
sequence, right?
Not
Yes, of
always.
course. You have to maintain some order. In that way also, whenever you're gathering requirement, it has to be in proper order. Maybe client is not sharing with you in proper order, but it is your responsibility to make it in an order. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So these are the things, the 3C that I already mentioned. You have to keep it in your mind that whenever I'm gathering requirement, I have to check this three, that C1, C2, C3. Those 3Cs has to cover. Then only I can say, okay, my requirement is considerable. Okay. Now, after all, whenever you're gathering requirement, of course, there has to be some loopholes. It is quite natural. But yes, there has to be some, there is some limits of it. Like, there will be some loophole. It doesn't mean that you are not gathering any requirement, you are not checking those things. Okay. So yes, it is very much important whenever you're gathering requirement, those requirement has to cover those 3Cs. Okay. Now, I left a discussion over there. That is, first thing is, what are the problems that a business analyst is facing during gathering requirement? Any idea, guys? What kind of problem you're going to face whenever you're going to meet your client for the first time? You don't know about the client, how your client is, um, how to do all those things. You don't know about anything. Now you're going to face that particular client, how you're going to behave, what kind of challenges you are going to face.
You don't know the roles and responsibilities of your client staff, so you wouldn't know whom to go to ask anything.
Yes, that is a good thing you bring up over here. That is, okay, I'm going to discuss that. Remember something? We need to discuss something about focus group. Okay, that is a good agenda. That is a good point, Sushma, right?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so agreed. That's a good point. Next.
There might be communication gap between the
Of course,
stakeholders.
yes. Of course, yes. So from day one, is it possible for you to know who the person is, how I'm going to communicate? Is there any, I mean, is it possible for you to know, I mean, it's like a blind date. You are going for a blind date with your client. It is not possible for you to know what kind of client that particular client is. So whatever the rules out there, like interview, brainstorming, these are there. But you know what you need to use is your presence of mind. That is why I'm telling you, nobody bothers like which way you are doing it. They mean the result. And you have to provide a good quality result. Okay. It doesn't matter whether you're following interview, whether you're following brainstorming sessions, whether you're following like workshop, it doesn't matter, to be honest. So there is no thumb rule about that, okay? And every client is different from each other. So let's suppose you are meeting with client number one, C1, or client number one, or you are making a thumb rule, okay? Whenever I'm going to approach my client, I'm going to follow this particular rule. All of a sudden, whenever you're going to meet your second client, that particular client is going to be different because nobody is perfect and nobody is same, right? We are here, 5 to 6 people over here, this particular call. So is it possible that every client is same with each other? I mean, every person is same from each other. Is it possible?
No, not at all.
Yes. So that thing, the human management, you have to consider. So as I have already mentioned, business analyst is the person who is going to communicate throughout maybe your internal stakeholders, maybe with external stakeholders. So whenever you're communicating, all the things you have to consider, that is, whenever you're communicating, you have to share all the informations, and whenever it's possible, you have to gather all the informations. Make sense? This
Yes.
stakeholders management, maybe it's your client, maybe it's your internal team. If he is he it, I mean, if it is your internal team, that is, there is no problem about it. Like, okay, you can manage that, you know them very well, you are working with them every day, so you know them, right? But it's very difficult to manage your external stakeholder, that is your client. It's very much difficult because you don't know who they are, you don't know about their background. So this is very difficult. But yes, this is a skill set that you have to develop day by day. It's nothing like it's a born talent. No, it's nothing like that. You have to develop that. So you have to keep some confidence inside you. Don't be overconfident, and you have to face them. And the last thing that you should have, or you should use, that is your presence of mind. So these are the things you have to be aware of, and please always open your third eye. Okay, so whenever you have your third eye, you will be easily check, okay, what kind of thing is happening, what I should say. And the best thing is, if you find, okay, I'm not confident about anything, or you're not confident about anything, don't make any loose talk. Don't do any loose talk. Okay, keep keep your mouth shut, wait for some time, think about it. And guys, whenever you are going to meet your client, just remember you are going to face off your company, right? So you should know what to speak, when to speak, and whom to speak. So yes, you have to be 100% accurate, and you have to be 100% sure. If you are committing anything, or if you are commenting anything, you have to be 100% sure. Okay, and if you are not sure about it, take your time and please tell them, I'm not aware of it. Please give me some time. Let me get back to you. I mean, let me reach to my office. Then only I will be able to tell you what is happening, why is happening. Make sense, guys?
Yeah.
So yes, we were discussing something about elicitation techniques. I mean, requirement gathering techniques that we already discussed. But I left something over here. The Sushma Sushma told me about focus group. Okay, so now let me tell you about one kind of story. I think I mentioned earlier also. I worked for Bank of America. Not exactly I worked for Bank of America. I worked for a project of Bank of America. Okay. So that point of time, so now just imagine the situation. So I'm going to gather some requirement from Bank of America. So now, what do you think? Their CEO or their COO is going to approach me to share those requirements. Guys, are you there? Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
So my question is, Bank of America CEO or COO, they are going to reach me to share their requirement. Is it possible? Okay. So to be honest, they are not going to reach out to me. They are going to send their representative, maybe a project manager, maybe a departmental head is going to come. I mean, usually the departmental head, the payment department head was connecting with us, and they are sharing the requirement. Okay, so focus group is what? So being a business analyst, from where you are going to gather all the requirements. Okay, it can be a single person as a client, it can be a multiple person as a group. Okay, so you have to consider them as your focus group. You have to focus on them whenever you are going to gather the requirement. Okay, so that is why they are called focus group, and you have to discuss with them all the things, whatever the confusion you have. Until unless if there is any confusion you have, your team is going to have the same confusion, and it's not going to work at all, guys. So whenever you have lots of things, so if you ask me, Rahul, what kind of process you are following, to be honest, I'm not following any process. There is no thumb rule for me. I'm going to approach my client. If it is a virtual meeting, that is fine. If it is a physical meeting, one-on-one meeting, that is also good. Whenever I'm going to reach out there, I'm going to have a simple conversation, how are you, sort of things. Then only I will be able to make a decision how I'm going to approach that particular client. Once I have the requirement, then I'm going to sit alone. I'm going to make a shuffle. What is first? What is second? What is third? I'm going to prepare. I'm going to do some sort of arrange, rearrange thing. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to discuss with my team. Okay. So that is the approach that I'm following not only every day, whenever I have some opportunity to discuss with my client or discuss any kind of requirement or to gather any kind of requirement. This way, I am managing. Any questions, guys? So far, whatever the things we discussed, do you have any doubt, any confusion, any questions, guys?
No.
Okay. Now, not exactly last, but it is very much important thing, the validation. Validation is very much important. I think you guys are working in professional field, you guys are working in corporate fields. So it is a thumb rule that you cannot consider anyone for granted. That means even you cannot trust your shadow. in this professional field. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. So I have faced lots of things. Let me tell you some of the things. So guys, do you know what is CR, change request? Though we haven't discussed it yet, but yes, change request is a thing where lots of financial activities will go on. Client needs to pay more and more money because of that. And there are some situations where client is asking me, Rahul, I know this is not in scope. Please do that. Please raise some CR and we will pay that. It was a verbal communication. That point of time, I was maybe 3 or 4 years experience I had. Okay, so now maybe that point of time, even I was a fresher, you can consider. Okay, so now after some time, to be honest, that client was so much good. I mean, that client was, I mean, they were genuine. I mean, that particular person was really a gentleman. But when there is dollar involved, the client needs to pay. Then they are telling me, okay, we have to pay, but Rahul didn't inform us. Is it out of scope? We didn't have any kind of discussion. Because guys, because of trust, I didn't maintain any kind of documentations. I didn't maintain any kind of validity or any kind of validations over there. So straight away, it was a loss for our company, and that is a huge loss. Make sense? So guys, you cannot trust anyone. Let me tell you, I had lots of lunch, lots of dinner with that particular client, because whenever I reach out to their office, they used to invite me for lunch, invite me for dinner. So I had a good time with them. But whenever there is any financial transaction is involved, you cannot trust anyone. So yes, whenever it comes this kind of information regarding requirement, what you can do is, if you if you can organize a virtual meeting, that is fine. You can have a downloaded session. So yes, nobody can deny. Or what you can do is, you can prepare a documentations and you can ask them, okay, so this is the thing I understood and I conclude from this meeting. So I'm going to shoot a mail. Okay, so please confirm that. Or if you can maintain a physical copy, you can take a signature over there. So either way, that is good. But the main thing is, this is a thumb rule. Whenever there is any information sharing, it can be from the external stakeholders, it can be from internal stakeholders. Okay, it doesn't matter from where it is coming. If there is any instruction, Rahul, stop your work from moving forward. Until unless I'm instructing you, please, you cannot start your work. If anyone is telling you this kind of things, please ask them, can you please mail me this? Or can you please write it down in Teams chat? Or maybe can you please write it down in WhatsApp or whatever it is? You should have proper validation and proper instruction. Okay. Not only that, it is not for you only. Let me tell you, there are lots of risk involved over there. I don't know whether you're aware of it or not. If you're executing any kind of finance related project or anything, there has to be an internal audit. Okay. The internal auditor is going to ask you, Rahul, it is not in scope as I can see. Now tell me, with whose instruction and with whose, I mean, who confirm you or who advise you to perform this, because it is not in the scope. So why did you perform that? Then what I can show is, yes, see, this is a mail copy from my manager. My manager asked me to do this. See, that is a WhatsApp chat. See that there is a Teams chat. Though WhatsApp chat is not so formal, but yes, over the extents to save your job or to save you, we can consider that. But yes, there has to be something or involved over there, because there are lots of things, lots of risk involved over there. You can consider lots of huge amounts of financial transaction is involved over there. So yes, with your decision, lots of things are involved. So that is the thing you need to consider whenever there is any kind of instruction or any kind of requirement gathering you are doing, right? So The thing is, all right. Okay. So let me come back over here. Yes. Continuous improvement. Did I tell you that these days I'm learning how the payment procedure are working? Did I mention? If
Yes.
not,
No.
just for your information, these days what I'm learning is how the payment thing is working. Okay, because I have a project. Just after maybe this call, I'm going to jump on another call with my teams so that we can have a discussion regarding our existing project, that is a payment gateway project. Okay, so now the continuous improvement is what? Continuous improvement is always involved with your personal improvement, at the same time with your professional improvement. I'm not telling you day by day, every day you need to learn new technology, you need to learn new tools. No, it's not practically possible. Okay, but what you can do is you can improve yourself. So from day one, it is not possible for you to perform well. But after 10 days, so from what you have learned from past 9 days, there has to be some impact on the 10th day, right? So if there is any changes out there on the 10th day, that makes more sense. If you're not learning any tool in between, that is not a problem. But if you're working for 10 days, on the 11th day, if there is any change, that means there is some improvement. You are working for continuous improvement. So that is what we are looking for. Okay. You can ask me, Rahul, you have so much experience, how you're going to manage your team. Let's suppose you are having a fresher guy in your team, and how you're going to manage. Okay, that's a good question, to be honest. How I'm going to manage? So to be honest, I cannot take the risk that from day one you guys are fresher, and from day one I'm going to send you to one of my clients to face them. No, I cannot take that risk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you with the senior guy. The senior guy is going to do their work. I'm going to send you for a week, maybe for a fortnight, maybe for 15 days, or maybe for a month. I'm going to send with them, and I'm going to ask them, okay, please listen and please learn what they are doing. Yes, of course, use your brain. Please ask if you have any doubt, any concerns, any questions. But don't talk or don't make any loose comment in front of client. If you have any questions, come back to office, make it very clear. But don't ask any kind of loose questions in front of your client. Okay, so in this way what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a on-job training with the experienced guy. At the same time, I'm going to give some relief with the experienced guy, because the experienced guy is going to have uh, some sort of relaxation with the fresher guy. At the same time, I'm going to ask the experienced guy what you feel if the if the facial the I mean the new joinee is good or bad, the particular person is going to grab the pressure or not. So this kind of thing is going to be there. Okay, so continuous improvement is very much required over there, guys. And the best thing over here, that is that I already discussed in this requirement gathering. Not only in this requirement gathering, next day we are going to have discussion on documentations. Even there also, nobody's going to stop you or nobody's going to bother you until unless there is an issue. If there is an issue, then only everyone is going to have some sort of investigation. Until unless you can have a good day. Okay, but let me tell you a quick information. My manager didn't connect me for last 34 days. Do you know why?
Everything is
Maybe the
working
work is going
smoothly.
smooth.
Yes, everything is moving smooth. But do you think that particular person, okay, do you think that particular person is not working at all? Do you think that particular person is not checking your project, not checking all the status, what the status is all about? Whenever there is any kind of thing is happening, that particular person is not aware of it? Yes. I mean, those managers are very much aware of it. But what they mean is, um, they are not going to bother you until unless there is some serious issue. They will give you some opportunity if there is any issue, if you are able to handle those or not. This kind of things they will tell you. They will allow you to do that, but they are not going to bother you until unless there is some serious issue. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it from today's session, guys. We already covered the requirement gathering, the basic sessions. The first sessions were the basic sessions. From today onwards, we are having some good discussion. This is very much serious discussion. So these are the things that is very much important for you guys. I'm going to download this recording whenever I will be able to download. I'm going to do that. I am going to share this recordings. Please go through those recordings. Go through the PDF file also. If you have any doubt, any concerns, of course, I'm there to discuss. I'm there to elaborate. I'm there to clear your doubt and concerns. So, guys, do you have any doubt, any concerns, any questions before we are finishing up our today's call?
No.
Rahul, you said you're working on payments project, right?
Sorry.
You're working on payments project, right? That's what you said, no?
Yes. See, to be honest, I am involved in 4 projects. One of the
Okay.
project that is already we are starting. It is just 15 days old. So it is just a new beginning. So yes, I involved over there. Yeah.
Can you explain us a little more about this project? Like, what is the client requirement? Because I have payments experience. I just wanted to know what are the requirements actually client is gathering asking.
See, sorry. To be honest, as I already mentioned, I don't have any proper idea about payments. But yes, I'm learning something. At the same time, team is also gathering their requirement. To be honest, I am not involved over there to gather all those things because
Okay.
I'm just guiding them. I'm not I mean you can consider like I am not the person who is involved thoroughly in and not going to be involved thoroughly in that project because with my seniority people is not the management is not like that I will be involved over there. They're asking me, please involve your juniors, please involve your subordinates over there so that I can be involved in the managerial roles. So yes, some of the things they are highly confidential. I cannot tell you the client's name. Okay.
Okay.
They are at the midway of the gathering requirement. They are doing that. Okay, one thing that is coming up over here, that is good thing. I'm going to discuss that just after this explanations. Yes, what I can do is give me some time. Okay, maybe after 5 or 6 sessions. Okay, in between maybe they will cover their requirement gathering, and I would be able to tell you what the project is all about. Make sense?
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Um,
What I do have. Yes, tell me.
Yes, I just had one question. Like, so for a person who has no experience in IT at all, with this a few weeks of training, will the company be providing any training on the job to do the work, or
See, the thing
yeah,
is, as I already mentioned, you will get lots of opportunity for the interview. Okay.
okay,
Maybe there's a high possibility that you maybe get selected. Okay.
okay,
But
okay,
you need to do hard work. Okay.
okay.
So
Hmm.
the thing is, the road is not going to be smooth. There will be lots of ups, lots of downs. But
Hmm.
yes, if you can survive or if you can give your 200%, okay, this is completely your profile.
Okay,
Okay. The person whom you're talking with is another person. To be honest, when I started my career, there was nothing like any kind of tutorials or anything like that. There was nothing like YouTube, Facebook, or something like that. So that point of time, we used to use Orkuts and all. So have you ever heard the term Orkut?
yes,
Yes.
Okay. So that point of time, even Facebook was not existing, or it was there but not so familiar or not so popular. Okay. So That point of time, I started learning these kind of things, okay, by my own. So whatever the presentation I'm preparing, that is completely on me. I'm preparing those things one by one. Unfortunately, I'm not being able to share my screen with you guys properly because some weird thing is happening in Teams. I don't know why. Okay. So yes, of course you can. Why not? Okay. Any further questions, guys? Sushma, Ashwati?
Is there
Is
any
there
tool currently widely using in companies for requirement gathering, or is it say Excel or Word? We collect
Okay,
the
you need to know
requirement
the
from the
tool, right?
yeah.
Okay. So to be honest, there is like requirement gathering need what kind of tool? Like you need your client and you need your voice, nothing more than that. But yes, to note what kind of requirement that is, okay, you need a pen and paper, maybe a Word file, maybe an Excel file is more than enough. Okay, but to manage your requirement, okay, we need a project management tool that is Jira. I will give you access over there. We will have our demo session with that. We will tell you how to write down user stories and all. Maybe you are not aware of the term user story, but I will tell you what user story is all about. We will tell you how to write down any requirement over there or not. And I do have documents over there. I'm going to shoot those documents to you. Don't worry about it. But yes, what you need to do is you need to learn how to gather requirement first. Writing down is not an issue. You can write down in any ways. I mean, if you know shorthand writing, you can write down. After coming back to office, you can make a fresh documents on that. It can be in Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, doesn't matter. Even if you can put it in Confluence, that is also good. Confluence, as a maybe I already informed you or not, Confluence is just maybe you can consider it's a Google Drive sort of things, but it's a for professionals. Make sense?
Yeah. So from the discussion, what I understood is like for the gathering, we can use whatever technical pen and paper or recording or Excel or Word. But for compiling, there is a software Jira, which you are going to demonstrate to us, right?
Yes. Though
Okay.
there are not only we have Jira, we have lots of other tools like we have Trello, we have Notion. But why we are going to use Jira? Because Jira is a user friendly tool. At the same time, it's a pocket friendly tool for the companies. Though we are going to use a free version, but yes, over the period of time, it's cost friendly in terms of company's perspective. At the same time, it is user friendly from your perspective.
Okay. And since you said this is the crucial step of business analysis, can you also provide us a workshop? Because we all have experience in some other industry, but into business analysis, we are new. So, though, if
Sure.
some clients recruit us also, like initially they will tell, okay, you go and gather this requirement. That time, at least we should have some ability to do that, right?
Yes, I do have some testimonies over there. Of course, I'm going to shoot them whenever it's matter the most. I'm already in the midway of it. Let me prepare that. Of course, I will share it to you guys.
Okay.
Will there be any business cases that we will do
Yes, that is
during
the
the
thing
course
I'm
of this
preparing
training?
right now. That is the thing I'm preparing right now. Once it is done, I'm going to share with you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Any further questions, doubt, concerns, guys? One, two, three, sold. Okay, all right, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. I'm going to share the recording whenever it's available. I'm preparing those documents. I'm going to share those things, documentations is as well whenever it's getting ready, and all the documentations, all the study materials going to share with you guys. Don't worry about it. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Sorry,
Yes,
one
yes,
more
yes.
question. Last class you were sharing, you will be sharing some document about BPMN. So is it ready? What is that?
No, 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 no. It's not ready yet. I'm working on that. You will get it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. It's a maybe 1 or 2 pager. I'm midway of it. So you will get
Okay,
that. Don't worry about it.
okay.
All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye. Thank you.